back over to Masters of the Universe. We will take a look at Snake Mountain, released in 1984, with Mosquitor for scale. If you are a Masters of the Universe fan, it's been a busy week with the Origins line Eternia playset going up for pre-order, as well as Mattel announcing a Snake Mountain playset for retail, I think, coming next year. And because of that, I figured let's take a look at the original. Even though for me, Snake Mountain is almost as important as Castle Grayskull to my childhood, it is a bit of a mixed bag for a lot of fans. The two big complaints I hear about the playset over and over again are, one, that the playset looks nothing like the Filmation version of Snake Mountain in the cartoon. And the second criticism is that everything that's fun about this playset is on the outside, and there's like next to nothing going on the inside. The first criticism I personally disagree with, just because I guess for me, I didn't like the way Snake Mountain looked in the cartoon anyway. It was literally just a peak with a snake wrapped around it. This was always way more interesting to me, and for some reason this reminds me of something Jim Henson would come up with. So we have a ton of really fun, creepy, cool sculpting all over it. A bridge leading from the back half to the front half of the playset when it's open. I am missing the two shackles that go here, so you could sort of chain up He-Man or one of his buddies. The weirdest, coolest play feature of this was this microphone that came connected to the playset. You spoke in here, and it kind of distorted your voice and made you sound evil. And while you're sounding evil, you could be pulling this lever in the back here that made it look like the castle was talking itself, like I'm doing right now without even thinking. The snake up here does rotate, although not too far. The doorway up here that leads to nothing, whether or not the playset is open or shut, is right in front of a trap door here that, when opens up, has a figure fall down into a net, which is the only feature on the inside of the playset. There are stickers, but that's it. And that is the original Snake Mountain playset, which looks so good next to Castle Grayskull on a shelf. Yay! My Origins Snake Mountain arrived today. Well, one of two arrived today. And I have been pretty damn excited about getting this. I have another one coming direct from Mattel Creations. I was going to keep one in box and open one, obviously. So we'll be opening this one. Isn't it funny, though, that if you pre-ordered this guy through other sites, I got mine through Big Bad Toy Store, they're arriving a lot faster than the ones that are coming direct from Mattel. Strange, I don't know what that's about, but this is here now, so let's open it up. First, a quick look at the back of the box. The front box art is worthy of being cut out and framed, in my opinion. Assembly required, but this should be fun. We're all very happy about this, right? Oh, and this looks like a fun piece. I don't even know what it's for yet, but looks fun. All right, so here we go. First impression is wow. I have to refresh my memory on the play features of the Origins Castle Grayskull, because unless I'm missing something or forgetting, this new rendition of Snake Mountain is way outdoes Grayskull. There is just so much happening with this playset. For starters, we have the shackles here for a prisoner. There are foot pegs kind of strewn about the whole exterior of the playset. Of course, you can control the jaw on the Muppet. It does have the bridge spanning both exterior facades with some really grotesquely ornate railings. I love those. The secret tunnel is got roots, rubbery roots kind of covering it. And of course, one of the main selling points when they said they were coming out with the set, the snake, which is more articulated, a little bit more play value with this guy. I am being super nitpicky because I think this playset is amazing, but man, this guy could have used a little bit of a few paint apps. Oh, and by the way, this guy here does rotate, but that's all he does. No electronic features or anything, which I don't care about anyway. Then you have the gate with the face sculpted in, which is very familiar. It's almost identical to the one on the original Snake Mountain. Leading through to the trap door, which I'll show you now. You get a whole jail cell. Which is triggered with this button here. Oh, and is not foolproof. That fun piece is listed as an acid pit that swings up and down, and these two little guys live in there, made of a soft plastic. And as the decals show you, the acid pit kind of extends throughout all of here. This little peg is for taking an Origins figure apart and pegging the torso there, so it looks like someone's sinking into it. You also get a weapons rack with a spear, sword, and shield. A ladder that we put right there. Up on the second level of this side, we have a beautifully sculpted throne for Skeletor, which is also made of a softer plastic or rubber. However, it sits very, very close to the wall. It's either facing that or facing away from it. It can't really clear all the way around and comes off easily. But it is a really nice piece. And on top of everything else, you get a little rubber spider. Well, not little. That says to peg him in there, but he can go in a variety of places, anywhere where you find a peg. For me, this playset does everything I could have possibly hoped and more, and is definitely my favorite thing from the Origins line so far.